Here we go. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I'm going to give it a shot on some stippling today. I'm going to stipple a grip off of a AR, and we'll see how it goes. This is the first time I've done this, but obviously if you look at this grip, the way it came out of the casting, there's really no grip properties whatsoever. It's just textured to make it look like there's grip. It really has no real purpose besides the visual aesthetics, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to stipple over where this fake stippling is, and then add a little bit to it, and we'll go from there. Alright, so in order to do this, we're going to do, got a sharp point on my soldering iron, and I am going to go around the original just kind of make an outline here. Now you don't want this to be all uniform. You want to do it as random as possible. But nonetheless, that's how we're gonna do it. We're just gonna stipple it on up. We'll just keep going. Alright, so what I have found is this is working quite well. However, I chose to do this inside the house, and inside the house there's not a lot of airflow, so I had to turn on the fan to kind of get these fumes to move away. So keep that in mind, that do this in a well ventilated area, because plastic fumes and stuff like that, they're not good for you at all, especially if you're, on a side note, mixing resins or Bondo, that type of stuff. But nonetheless, this is very tedious and time consuming, but it's working out. This first area done. You can see that very well. So first area, upper finger is done. It's very grippy compared to this smooth slip off and no grip whatsoever. So on to the next one. So we're still working on this. Coming back down here and getting our outline done around the outside here, so that it helps not to jump back across and mess up your lines. And the way this handle is made, it's got a few extra lines and stuff that I don't really like and don't care for, so I'm going outside of those lines to make it the way I want it, the way I think it would look better. So got the outline all done on this one. I'm going to start filling it in with that random pattern. And like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is the first time that I've ever stippled a grip. So it may work, it may not be the right way. It may not be the way that they would do it if you took it to a shop or somebody who does stippling for a living or full time. But it's the way I'm doing it. Take it for what it is. Use it as, well, I don't want to do it that way, that was dumb, or like the way he was doing it. Just take it and apply it to your own technique and see how it works for you. But once I'm all done, I may look back and think I should have done it another way. But that's the good thing about this grip. I can't remember what brand it is, but I purchased it for roughly, I think it was about $7 with free shipping off eBay. So with it being so cheap, it doesn't make me feel too bad if it doesn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to. But the good thing about this is is that all you're doing is making little divots throughout the plastic by melting it. So if you get done and you don't like the way the pattern is, or it doesn't look random enough, you can always go back and take some extra time and put a little bit more detail into it and change it up. If you want to add to it, add to it. It's all personal preference. All personal preference. And make sure you like and subscribe if this is something that helped you out or at least entertained you, gave you something to laugh about just listening to me try and talk. So like I said, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Alright, so the second finger's done. There's a few shiny spots, which tells me that there's spots that don't have enough stippling in there. So like I said, I mean, look at it, make it yours, find, spots that you don't like, and hit them with the soldering iron again and get them where you want them. And I don't like a whole lot of stippling. Sometimes you've handled a gun and it's got stippling's really heavy on it, and after a while it kind of chews on you a little bit. So I'm not going real deep with my pressure. I'm doing kind of a light pressure just so I can get, I just want enough grip so that if my gun happens to get wet or something to that effect, that it gives me just enough grip to hold on to the gun. It's all personal preference again. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever done stippling, so your call, your choice, personal preference. But this isn't hard. It's not something that you can't do. It's just tedious and time consuming. I'm sure, just like with everything, once you've done it for a while, get a few under your belt, then it's gonna get a lot easier. It'll go a lot quicker. Almost got 3 of those done, but we'll continue and show you what we got here in just a little bit. Alright, so like I said, personal preference, okay? I want to change up where they had normally put the stippling on this one. And this would be a lot easier if I could hold this soldering iron down close to the tip as if it was a pencil. But since I can't, just going to have to do the best I can. And there's a little bit of form of where this grip has got a little bit of a radius in there that you can see slightly, so I'm trying to follow that and then just kind of go with it. See, just kind of form my own little line there, and then I'll fill it in, and then I'm going to come back to it, and if it doesn't quite look straight or like it's got a good radius or uniform, then I'll adjust a little bit, and we'll see how that turns out. Alright, so I've got the 3 finger grooves done. This wasn't here. It was like this side, just smooth. So I put that in there. I kind of like having that row through there non-stippled, so I'm going to work around that and not stipple in there and see how it looks after. I mean, that's a good thing about it. If you don't like it, go back and fill it back in. But for now, I've outlined here, here, down here, and we're going to do this back strap. And I don't know if I'm going to do this on the other side, seeing as how it's not going to really do me any good. It'll just be more for looks. So we'll see if we end up doing that or not. But there's where we're at so far. Alright, so got the finger grips, got the back strap, got this over here.